sax. Good.
Welcome everyone. Welcome back to Cruiseman Podcast. Yes, I'm one of your co-hosts, Ade Ladende, and let the others introduce themselves.
Well, I don't think I need introduction now because when you see me, you already know it's your girl Queen V.
And the one, the only, Miss Kit Kat.
And Deborah in the house as always.
And yes, as for those who cannot see us, we definitely have a guest in the house for our episode number 5. And let's introduce her, one and only. When she comes in the room, the light flickers. She's a president of EUNICE MAMBO Films. She's a producer. She's a TV radio talk show host. She's an actress, and she's also a community support worker.
Oh, wow.
Woo! Accolades. Yes, she's here to embrace us with her own unique taste of saying things, of doing things, and the way she also thinks is quite different from the rest. So that's why we invited her here, so that we can hear her piece. Yes, welcome.
Good to have
Thank
you
you
with
guys.
us.
Thanks for having me. Well, I don't think I need to say much anyway. She said everything all. I'm happy to be here. And I'm somebody that loves when I see women in entertainment. It just gets me anytime. So I'm happy to be here. You guys sit tight, grab your popcorn, because I'm always raw as raw can be.
Wow.
So if you guys are ready for me, I'm here for you.
Nice.
Yes. Yes, we're so happy
Cheers.
to have you here. Thank
Happy
you
to
so
have you.
much. Thank you. Okay, so for episode number 5, we're going to be having, multiple topics like we always do. So, but our first, knowing us as women in the room, we always command attention. Even when we don't ask for it, it's a normal thing. God has given us that innate ability to command attention. But of course, also as a woman, there's a lot of things that we go through that we tend not to talk about, especially when it comes to that time of the month that we go through. The menstruation, the men's frustration, our period. That, even as from young girls, it's something that we don't really have avenues to talk about it. It's almost like something you are shy of, which of course we know it shouldn't be. It's part of who we are. It's not a disease, it's not a curse. And I find that a lot of girls and eventually women don't really express it, and when we do, we kind of almost look down. It's always like an embarrassing moment that we have to share when it comes to our menstruation. We never actually have something positive to talk about, or just share our, the way we feel, or how we go through and how we cope during that period. Because I remember in high school, I had a friend that when she was on a menstruation, she doesn't come to school. And I'm like, really? Is that serious? Because me, I never had that issue of cramps and whatnot. But, she's like, I can't come to... I'm like, she's just looking for an excuse not to come to school. I didn't realize how bad it could actually be.
Yeah.
So what are your experiences, ladies? I'll guess first? Yes.
Yes, let our guest speak.
Well, before I even say anything, I will start with why did they call it menstruation? I mean, it's something that happens to we women. So is it like it's a coined word from something that frustrates the men? So
Wow,
they go
I
like men's frustration. Why in God's holy name do we have something that happens to women?
I know.
I mean, when you get to a point, they say menopause.
It's true.
Why do we have to always have whatever that belongs to us shared with men?
Men.
Wow, I
Ouch.
like that. Never
Why?
thought about it that way.
Yes, menopause.
Yeah, from all, what I see is that during the menstruation, the girls get cranky. And they want us to deal with the men very well. Because while we are being cranky, a man comes, when you are in labor, your husband comes, say, sorry, you give that man a slap, say, sorry, be bawo. You understand? And then the menopause thing too. When that heat starts, a man comes closer, you give the man, we are just made to deal with the men.
I like the definition.
Problem.
Wow.
What's your take?
When I was younger, I remember when I first got my period, what made me realize I should say later on realizing what my warning signs were that I would get excruciating back pain right at the base of my back. It actually got better after I had my daughter, but it was so bad that even Tylenol 3 wouldn't work for me. So I was one of those where I would stay home during my period times, and if I was at school, it was don't come near me because I'm very agitated. I can't sit for long. I need to have the heating pad with me, and then like my gut here too would be hurting. So I'm getting both pain front and back, miserable. So when I heard about menopause, I said, when is menopause gonna come my way? Because I want this to be over with. Then when they tell you childbirth is 10 times worse, I said, in that case, I never want to have a child. Because I don't want to get fat and I don't want to go through this pain, so they can keep the children. Like, it was horrible. And the only good, in my eyes, the good was I would only menstruate for about 3 days, but the pain would be there at least 5 days.
Wow.
So I have to deal with that. That's mine.
So, coming to what Adiba said about we sometimes we're not able to say it, own up to it when we're on our menstruation. I have a different perception about that because I started my menstruation when I was 12. Yeah, and I really remember because it was during June 12, during the Abiola, I think 1993. So you guys know my age. So, but mine was different because my father, even though he's very educated, he's a traditionalist. When I found out that my period had started and I told my stepmom, she told my dad. I didn't tell my dad directly, I told my stepmom and she told my dad. And I was like the queen of the house that day. They bought live chicken.
Wow.
They cooked and then they prayed for us. And Nigeria, usually the thigh of the chicken is for the men. And that day they gave me the thigh. I sat down on the table. So it was a thing of joy.
Welcoming you
Yeah, it's a womanhood.
And, they sat down. And then I felt like a queen. I was like, wow, having the menstruation is a big deal. And my father prayed for me, and he prayed that I will never have difficulty having children and all that. And then they killed the chicken and cooked. And then in the night, my stepmom called me and told me that, you see, this time you started this, anytime if you go near a man, you're going to get pregnant and all that. So, and I didn't have all those pains, but I have 3 daughters now. And one of them goes through this pain you guys are talking about. But thankfully, the other 2 took after my own leg, like they say. They don't have any pain and all that.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's very inspiring.
Yeah, so
I'll do that for my daughter. When
some people are painless, right?
I did that for my children. Once they start their period, to the same thing. I don't use the chicken. Like my dad cooked.
At least you give your
but I
advice.
pray for them.
Oh,
and
good.
So this day you started this period, you will never have a problem with childbirth. You will never be barren. I pray for them.
Maybe sometimes I want to think it's the African people that do that. I didn't even know when my daughter started her home period. She never told me. I don't know if it's the same with you guys. I never knew my dad. I never knew the day. I didn't know anything. But as the time went by, I started getting to know she's same period when she starts to get tired or something. She said, "Oh no, I'm seeing my period." That was later on when she became. But say when a child will start to get period, she never told me. Nothing. She handled it by herself. There was nothing like me telling her, "Oh, don't go through it. Meet a man, you get pregnant." This part of the world, right? But mine, I was even up to 16 gone. I didn't see my period. When they say somebody was a man, I will see my mates, they have stain, they will start off from the class, they will have stain. I will be asking, Kilele, what is this? They are seeing their period. I say, you this month is seeing your period. I never discussed even with my mom about period because at that time I was already a grown-up, right? So when I saw mine, it wasn't like I was a baby, So, but the difference is that mine just comes for only 2 days. I don't even know when it comes, I will not know period is coming. I will not know period is coming, and it doesn't rush. I am just from my beginning, from the start, it doesn't rush. Comes like that. Come for you to know that it's coming. Get your pad on. So the second day, and then that's all. Until I got my menopause. Even when I got my menopause 5 years before, when I went to the hospital, I said, "Is it menopause now?" They said it's premenopause. I stopped seeing my period a very long time ago. So you see, people are different.
Yeah. You started late and then you finished.
Yeah.
I started late myself too.
Wow.
And so, I mean, I think at about that age, 16. And at 16, I was already 6 foot tall.
You see?
Wow.
And, well, the only way you know I'm a girl, I've always been busty, right?
Yeah.
So I was so much looking forward to it. We're 5 girls. I have 3 older sisters, and they already started. So it made them feel like they're the chicks in the house.
I know, eh?
So way before, I think like 14, I started putting part there because my friends were all doing it. So I didn't. First off, it was late before I started having boyfriends. So you should understand that all my friends were privy to a lot of things. So I was just, playing along, and then the day came. It was a terrible, terrible pain. I've never felt that before.
Wow.
So I fell on the road screaming, on my way back from school. And then some people helped me. Boom, I got home. My mom was worried what's happening. And I told her my stomach, and finally she saw the stains, and she looked at me.
And she will be so happy.
And she said, "Wow, look at you." I always behave like a boy anyway. Look at you. Now you're a woman. You have to behave. I was so excited, but I just had that look on my face I've been praying for this for like 4 years.
I
now,
know, huh?
So for me, it's always very painful. And just like you said, the pain for me, I don't know. If I menstruate for 4 days, I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to be with nobody. I don't want because I don't laugh when I'm on. That's how much the pain is. But lately, just for if you have something like that, for me lately I've been using something called Maxidrol or Maxidol. Is for they changed Buscopan to that now, and that helps a lot. So. It's not something I want to talk about because it's funny we talk about it now. Boom, tomorrow is here. I have to go through that thing.
And it's you saying that it's so true because I've realized when I'm not on my period and I'm around other females, let somebody say they're on their period, then within like the next day, my own will come. So there's times where, especially when my friends come around, I just be like, listen, if anybody's on it, don't say it. I don't have time for it right now. And then I'll just be like, this is my body now. Why?
Catch it.
Yeah.
I think there's a physiological thing about it. Because the same thing, like if you're around like females, one person has it, it's like it passes on.
Yeah.
Even though normally if you're not with them, that won't be your time for you to have your period. But then when you're around and someone has it, everybody now catches it. It's interesting how that happens.
There are just some things in life that we cannot explain. I have a friend that every time she's pregnant and her friends come around and the friend is menstruating, she loses the baby. Once she smells it or she sees it.
Oh my God.
Life is beyond physical well-being.
There
are just some things that happen. Sometimes, for example, you're born and brought up in Canada. Your parents are from Nigeria. Now, your parents have what they call orodili. Well, for those that don't know, custom and tradition, which their family do from time to time. And you didn't tell your children about it. Boom, fast forward. Your daughter is old enough now and she's married. And your daughter is married, her husband is doing something to her, she doesn't like it, she starts to cheat on her husband. She has 4 kids for her husband. Anyway, the first one dies. The second one dies. You say, they're sick. Oh, no. It's a tradition. People from Edo State, basically, once you are married, well, not all of
particularly
them,
from my state.
Once you're married to a man,
you must not sleep. You can't sleep with another man.
Circumstance should you sleep with another man?
You cannot.
Once you do that, it's your own woes because it's not going to happen to the woman. It's not going to happen to the man.
The kids.
It's the children.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
They just start to die mysteriously.
Do they still have that?
Yes.
Yes, now, because you remember our last podcast, I said it now.
And I have kids here now. I don't tell my kids about it. In the future, it's going to freaking affect those kids. So it's just be careful. There are just some things that we do not go back into them and find out. Before our time, before the time of our fathers, they will go and find out, oh, this woman, what's the family like? What's their tradition? But I mean, we don't do that these days, all in the name of love and civilization.
Christianity.
In
Probably Christianity.
Yeah.
Lot of
In
people-
It's
Ghana,
not religion, even the Muslims too.
yeah.
So
In
it's
Ghana,
just
for
civilization.
example, if you're getting married, your parents will go. If you're here, they'll send somebody back home to go look into your spouse's family and say, okay, so and so is from this city, this tribe, this village. So they'll actually send someone to go in to look to find out, is there any medical problems in the family? What are their traditional practices? So all those
medical
things,
history too.
they'll gather it and then bring it to you, your family, and then your mom, dad will say, okay, you know what? Everything's looking good except for this that's there. So because of this, it cannot mesh with our beliefs or our tribe. So you cannot marry. So for us here, we don't understand. And I know my dad has always been talking about that. My mom will reiterate it. But me personally, I'll just be like, but mom, we're all one. No, it's not like that. We are not all one the way you think we're one. Every tribe has their beliefs and rituals that their forefathers have done that still covers you till today. So if you don't believe spiritually, they still believe.
Spiritual controls the physical.
Yeah.
I always say that. But I have a question. So if I were to be Edo and I don't marry an Edo man, maybe I marry a white man, will that tradition still stand?
Making sure the daughter
in
of
the
the soil.
lineage. Wow, that's one. So is there anything like that for the men or it's just women?
Yeah.
Well, we know that for male and female has always been double standard.
Double standard, yes.
That's why it's easy for a man to say to the wife, I want to have sex with you. But the wife can't just get up and say, baby, let's go have sex. Well, where did you learn that from?
You're
When
not
did
a
you start
bad
this
woman.
nonsense?
Yeah.
You see how it goes? So it's always been double. It's always we, the women, that
Get the
suffered at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Which is the main fault.
Yes.
The main fault. You guys
always
have
like
been
that.
for over 500 years.
Yes.
You guys have been in the business of trying to make us small. But guess what? We're going to take it back.
Even the women now are marrying 2 husbands now.
Isn't that amazing?
Very amazing.
This is
Check
wonderful.
This out. Ken, would you stop that? Now go to the other room.
Exactly.
Come here, baby.
Come here, it's your turn today.
So I have a question. Will Orodile affect them? If I were to be a Benin woman or a Edo woman and I married 2 husbands.
They both know about each other. You're not cheating.
Oh.
So it's on the table. So that's not, I don't think,
Anyway, but what I see now is just like you said, with civilization, I don't think such things like, really, they said spiritually something happens, but I don't think that happens anymore. It does, but I don't think and I don't believe that much, because nowadays you see it's no woman, almost 80% of married women they do that, right? Yeah, 80, the church does deliverance to their members, right? And I'm not saying they should do deliverance and go and do bad thing, but what I'm saying, like, you see a lot of women, a lot of married women out there. This Edo that you said too, sorry, Edo people, men, I don't break my head. You know, I'm telling you, a lot of them, extramarital affairs, right? So, but the thing
I
is,
think most Edo women, you know, someone told me a while ago, I'm sorry Edo women, but it's just they say they have more landladies in Edo State than they have landlords.
yeah, so they feel maybe they
just
want,
their husband
and then to do,
do whatever they want to do. Listen, it's just for jokes. Edo women come
I know.
on.
Edo women forgive you. Actually, Edo used to be a part of Delta State, so I'm from the old Delta State, so Edo was under
They called us
Benin.
Bendelite.
Bendelite, yeah, we are all
we're all
Bende
Bendelite.
then. So okay, we are all the same. We had kind of related cultures, right? So this culture particularly, from my place, we still believe it till tomorrow. That was why when I had to divorce, well, when I had to go out, I called the 2 family. I told them right away that I am doing so that you people know it's me that use my mouth to confess before I do, so that nothing will happen to me. Because I remember then when our firstborn, my elder brother, the eldest, when he was dying, they were forcing my mom to confess. Confess to what? Oh, she slept with somebody else. That's why the son was dying. Then I'm like, but anyways, He died
Can't someone
eventually.
just die and then you did not cheat? I mean, that's still part of life.
No, Africa is different.
In Africa, there's a
Another
reason
thing
behind
I heard,
every
but
death.
that's the. I'm from Delta, but you know Delta has two sides. I think where Auntie Debbie is from and where I'm from, it's two different sides.
Yeah.
But I think where Auntie Debbie is from, I've heard something that women there who cheat, they go and bath with grave water. That they wash the dead body and bath with it,
So that it doesn't affect.
It will never affect. I've heard that.
You see.
Wow. Yes.
I don't know.
They go, they wash dead body. And
But
they-
it's
they
really
bath
it's
with
really
it. It's
tough
a
from my
strong
place
thing,
anyway.
yeah.
It's a very from
I
my
think we
place
have it in
particularly.
our place, but
It's
not
a very
ours.
strong. That's why when you are married, don't sleep with another man. So I told you guys what I wanted to do that time. I had to go and say.
Let me blow your mind. You're talking about marriage, right?
Yeah.
So, in my place, in Rekme precisely in a do state, if a woman there's
Fat,
yeah,
mess.
yes, she most likely will never get married.
Blood.
For the rest of her life, she'll be described
Yeah.
as, oh, don't you know Abigail? The one that pulls in her pants.
Fat.
Nobody's going to say she farted.
Oh my
So now
God.
it's now a stigma on her that she pulls in her pants. No man wants to be associated with a woman that's been described as someone that pulls in her pants.
You see, that's culture.
You're talking about cheating. I'm even saying farting.
Just is it only farting? What about snail? People, you eat snail, you eat snail, you eat snail, you eat snail? No. I don't eat snail. Ask me why I don't eat snail. See, this culture too. They said this man and the wife, they just got married. They went for like, okay, let's sail in the river, right? To a small boat. And they had snails. They got snail from wherever. The snail was in the boat. So you know snails sneeze, hisses, right? Like that. So this snail did, and the husband said to the wife, stop. Well, the wife didn't understand what is stop, and she kept quiet, right? The snail did it again, and when he did it, the snail did it the third time. The man pushed the woman into the water.
Oh my God.
So it became a forbidden thing in my place, never to
Yeah.
eat snail.
Yeah.
So like snail, you can't give me snail to eat. Imagine me, look at the generation back.
Yes.
Up till now, I
Yeah.
can't even eat snail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you another one. So we don't eat tortoise in my place. Tortoise is actually a delicacy. You know, I mean, the surrounding villages, they all, I mean, I've never been in the village, don't get me wrong, but these are stories.
Yeah, stories they
Why
pass
don't
to
we
us.
eat tortoise? There was war in the village many years ago. So my people ran. So the people that were coming behind them to catch up with them, they got to a point that, you know, they didn't know where they went, whether it was right or left. They did go right. But on the right, the tortoise was walking by. So they said if they actually went this way, there won't be this tortoise here. So they went because of that singular act.
Yeah.
We do not fuck with tortoise.
Yeah.
That's like our savior
Yeah.
out there.
And
How
having-
can you eat your savior?
Yeah. And you having said that, where I come from, we don't eat rabbit. If you eat rabbit, you'll lose your nose. Yes. Your nose, you won't have a nose anymore.
What would
Like,
happen to
it'll
it? It will
disappear.
rot him.
It will just disappear.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. So, and the reason is the same thing. They said rabbit saved us. Where I'm from in Buzo, it saved us during the war. So we don't eat rabbit. I can never eat rabbit, regardless of how I see anything. Never. Never. And
So if you're a Canadian Ibuzorian,
you should know now.
Do
Learn it.
not
Hear
eat
it.
rabbit,
Don't
though.
ever eat rabbit. Your nose will go.
You see, that's what we say.
And that's
Lord,
why I say, you know, I'm from my parents are very educated. My father was very educated, but we still carry a lot of traditions, and some of them just with me.
Still believe
So I
it.
know I'm still a very
And you pass it on to your children.
Yeah, my children know everything. And again, like you said about fat, I don't know what it is, but like when I'm with Carlos and he farts, and I'll be like, why are you farting? And I'll be like, it's a free word, I have to fart. But me, I can never fart. Here, I can never fart in front of. But once I go to the washroom and I see that it comes out, and probably I was raised like
hold
that.
it.
And then I went into the midst of Jamaicans. Carlos is Jamaican, and Carlos farted. And I was like, how can you do this? And all the Jamaicans looked at me. Leave him, it's a free word. Don't you know that fat killed them? One woman.
yeah, second pub or something like that.
Yeah, they said fat killed that woman. Leave him. And the Jamaicans were like, everybody fat. But I was raised that you don't fat everywhere. And I don't do it. I wait. Once I go to the toilet, you hear and you'll be like, so you had all this fat in you, and you're like,
Oh my God.
how I
Another thing
was
that makes
raised.
me laugh is, so some people turn around and use some things that, okay, for example, somebody would say, oh, if you're dating a girl and she's never farted around you before, she's holding a lot of secrets from you.
Yeah.
What if the girl was raised with
With a lot of decency.
That's another one. Yeah.
No, the only thing I heard from a South African girl, a South African friend of mine, she said, when you fart, it shows that you are just a free-spirited person that doesn't hold grudge, that you're a free person, you're a good person, so you just fart, and then when you see somebody fart, that person is not, how do I put it, like, doesn't
keep
things, like,
Yeah, you're
good
right.
person, free-spirited.
But that's their culture. Because
And I really saw it. And like I have a friend, Victoria. She'll see this podcast. Victoria can fart for award, Guinness Book of Award. And that is where I got to know that. Oh, that is why she's so free spirited, such a sweet human being. But that one, she doesn't care. She will fart. As for Maureen, from the South African guy that told me about it, I said, Maureen, I give you. I clap for you, I hail you, I twirl for you, Maureen. Maureen can fart for the whole world.
So you see, that's their culture, because I'm a free-spirited person and I'm not speaking for myself. And people tell me, because you know yourself through what people tell you. Mm-hmm. So I'm a free-spirited, but I will never fart in public, because that's how I was raised. I only fart.
No, normally you don't, at least,
So it's the way you were raised, I think, and your culture. All of us, like now, some cultures will sleep. I don't want trouble. You people, Yoruba people, they say you can sleep with somebody, nothing will happen. So we're all from the same Nigeria.
Yeah.
I don't get power.
I don't know.
Yes.
Silence. People in Yoruba, you people are married and then you sleep with other men.
I heard, but nothing happens to them.
But
you see,
a lot of us
like
don't
now,
have that.
When we start to say, boys, it's Yoruba women, first off, look within yourself. You should have Yoruba friends. And you should have Yoruba friends that are married.
You're my Yoruba.
Are they faithful? Mm-hmm. It's not what we want to discuss here. It's
exactly.
Yoruba women,
it's something we
they're
heard.
happy women.
Yeah, very happy.
They're social women.
Yes.
They're beautiful women.
Yes.
That's all I can say.
Okay.
I don't know about nothing else, guys.
My Yoruba friends. Now they do
Question.
Please answer.
Nice one.
So
if there's something I really do admire about Yoruba women, I gotta give that to them. They have beautiful, gigantic asses. Like, I think there's something between
inborn
and Yoruba people.
Inborn.
They just have the ass and
God really. Sometime on a Sunday when he was supposed to be resting, he was using it to hold yash.
Especially if there is a man around there they've been eyeing.
I know.
That's when you know that the ass itself is redeeming. They taught it, okay, now you the left stay, right, start to move, go boom, boom. How did you do that?
I went to a select church, God forgive me, select people. I went to a select church here this past Sunday, and I remember an event that happened, say like 18 years ago. My husband was sitting on my left-hand side, my younger brother on my right-hand side. I was right there in the middle. We went to Select Church for their yearly this thing. And then this spirit just took this lady, fine girl, with big ass. And the spirit was pushing this girl. The spirit did not push this girl to my younger brother. The spirit pushed this guy directly to my husband and set the nyash there. And when I finished, I said, when I told the girl, when the spirit catch you finish, I beg, that's my husband, shift. Like, how can a spirit be catching you right there in front of my husband and it's not catching you in front of my own brother?
The spirit wanted
It's
your
a
husband.
difference. Yeah.
The spirit just wanted. She knew what she wanted.
And maybe she was saying something too.
Nanyash, they take the talk.
So ever since you've seen people talk, they talk with their mouth.
Thank you.
They talk with their ass.
How can you use your big ass? Big one, very big one.
Listen, Auntie Debbie's spirit too was there fighting, so you didn't give her the opportunity to prophesy what
So she
she
decided to use the bomb.
Slap the shit out of her face. So the spirit would know.
I was even telling my ex there, I was tapping it. I said, see the yash. Don't remove your face. Two of you want to tell me you don't know. Don't remove your face. Hey, the Holy Spirit is bringing the yash there.
And I saw a meme recently, and somebody was putting that once a Yoruba woman sees her husband's side chick outside. That's when the nyash will start dancing, and she'll be showing the side chick that, look, man, I don't know what you're doing with my husband.
I know, Abi. At least she didn't go to fight. She had to tell the side chick that, come, you know, reach there. No matter how you give my husband, you just be Jara. Let me get house. I like that one.
Yeah, I saw it.
But does anyone really own the home? Because I mean,
Nobody.
sometimes when you check it out, some men are more into their side chick than their wives at home.
Side chick gives the home peace now. Let me put it that way. Because side chicks are, to me, they are wasting their time. They are really wasting their time. When there is a wife in the house, the wife owns the home, of course. Except if the wife wants to remove, but that was something talk of the other time, you know. But I will say, when I was married, I was never, nothing could shake me, say side chick. Not me.
Well, it's 2023.
If not because, it's
Well,
2023.
side chick is the queen.
Is the queen of the England.
Well,
We all
I think
know
we are
how
missing
Camila
that
came
thing.
in.
We are missing
And
that.
today she's the
She's
queen.
the-
No,
yeah, because
we're
the
missing
thing.
that. Camila was there first, before Diana. Go and look at the
Wait,
story.
okay.
We are missing that
Yeah.
thing.
Okay,
She's
so
not really
yeah.
a
Wait,
side
wait,
chick.
understand.
Let's go into
She
this.
was married.
No,
Diana was
after that, she
married.
went to- okay.
Diana was married
Yes.
to Charles.
Okay, good.
She was in like having something to do with him behind
Okay.
and go marry the brother or whatever and then come back years after marrying the cousin or the brother or whoever to
Oh,
come back and
it
marry
was
him.
his brother she married.
Oh yeah, you should.
And on top of it, it's almost like what we were talking about earlier, where you have to look into the background of the family members. Camilla's grandmother
did the same
or the
thing.
mom was the same thing. We would term it as, yes, side chick, ashawo. She does not come from a lineage that the queen themselves wanted. Though
Yeah.
Charles wanted Camilla, but because of her family lineage, they said no.
No.
They don't want to condone this. They're not going to condone it. Come in, Princess Diana, from a background, a pedigree that is of royalty, right? So when it comes to that, the sad part is I think if Diana was given a bit of, or had a bit more of a backbone and was open to a lot of things that was,
Happy.
her eyes open to a lot of things that was going on around, she may have not even entered into that marriage, right? But again, Camilla, side chick.
I
but I
don't think Diana really wanted to enter into that marriage. I think she was also coerced into
Coerced.
the marriage.
Because it was the right thing to do. Or for the family.
For
I
the
would
royal
say.
families,
Not
you know
for
how
her.
the royalty
Yeah, not for
works
her.
now. You know?
It's a case of whatever will be, will be.
Yeah,
Camilla
so-
was meant to be.
Yeah.
And I come into that, and especially for women, a man's heart will always be where it wants to be. His heart has always been with Camilla.
A man's heart is always at the beach. Sorry for the use of
Yeah,
that
because
language,
if you-
because a man wants a nun, a reverend mother out there, and wants a beach in there.
Yeah.
And what does he really represent? It's in there. That's when who he is really comes
Comes
out.
out.
What we all say is just the maxed up, whatever. So
That's why they say
Yeah.
you remain a girlfriend to your husband. Remain that prostitute to your husband.
But that will not stop the husband from going out.
It's not.
That will
No,
not. That
because
will never
somehow
stop him
example of
from
It's-
going out.
I think,
The man wanted to be a
like,
bitch.
what I'm getting from this is just because you're the wife does not mean that that's where he wants to be. So if we as women
Oh, yeah.
are going to lie to ourselves because of title, we're hurting ourselves, because you want to stay in that marriage because I'm the wife. And even if he's going to go sleep with other women, I have that title, I'm the wife. What is that doing for your mental psyche? That's hurting you more, because yes, he may come home to you every night, but during the day when he's coherent, he's thinking about somebody else. Even in his sleep, he's thinking about somebody else. So does that mean you're married, or does that mean you're a roommate?
It means you're married and single.
So that's something that we
Married and
also have
single,
to,
no be small.
kind of put into consideration. Is the title worth it? Because if side chick is having more fun than you, the so-called wife, what is
Side
the
chicks
point?
are always having
I have
more
a
fun.
good example of this thing. This side chick you have. I have this uncle, and I have an auntie, and I have another auntie. And whenever this man is with his wife, he will buy the best diamonds. The wife will fly in first class. There's no money he doesn't give the man. And I had this auntie that this guy was asking out. And one of my auntie told her, I said, okay, this man could spend over $100,000 on his wife. If this man is really the guy, when he's toasting the girl he wants to be his side chick, he will say, "Oh, I hate my wife. She's very dirty. She doesn't do this. She doesn't do that. She doesn't do this." And then the woman was like, "Oh, he loves me. Oh, he didn't." So my auntie said, "Ask him for $10,000. If he gives it to you," and then she asked him for $10,000, and you know what he said to her? "Do you have diamond in your pussy?" But he would spend $1 billion on his wife.
That's because he, like, again,
Anyway, everybody
in
can
that,
be the same.
It's like he knows this is where his responsibilities lie at the end of the day. Because any man in a relationship, or I should say in a marriage, knows that, okay, this is my wife. So for a spectator's sake and for her sake, to keep her calm so I can continue doing the stupidity I'm doing, I'm going to make sure she's good, she's comfortable.
She's happy in the house.
So she's happy. That means the likelihood of her coming to attack him for cheating or anything is minimized, because she's not going to look back to, okay, well, he does this for me, he takes care of me, he buys me everything that I want, so I'll just close my eyes. That's some, not all, but some. So he's going to maintain the house to try to keep peace in that house, right? So you, the person coming in on the side, maybe that person in your example, she jumped the gun. You have not established anything yet in your so-called arrangement or relationship. So for him right now, it's, are you worth the 10K that I'm coming to give you when I can just give that to my wife or my child?
Why did you not stick the hell with your wife?
Then that's the other thing, yes.
Because that's stupid.
Yeah.
It takes the same. Okay, so your wife needs maintenance. That side chick needs maintenance too. She could have gotten somebody else or someone else to maintain her, but you're there stealing away her time. And she looked at you like, okay, I'm sure he can handle my bills. And you turn around to say, oh, do you have diamonds in there? His tongue deserves to be chopped out of his mouth.
And that side chick should know she's not a side chick. She's just a...
No, but that was
She's
She
just a
also
chick.
know that he was married.
Of course, that was the end of it, because when we talk about all the side chick and side chick, sometimes these men actually take care of their wives more than the side chick.
Some, and then you do have some that don't take care of their wives.
Some they don't.
And takes
They don't.
care of the side chicks. You know.
Yeah, some.
there's some
That's
that
why I
take care
said
of
the
both.
individual with their
Anyway,
difference.
those men that don't take care of their wife.
Talking about shopping for side chick, and you know, it's funny. We're in a society in Canada here where the woman makes equal money as the man. So it's not like, oh, I run this family, I'm the head of the family, get out of here, we both head this family. For us to have peace, let's co-head the family. Now, the woman is working, she doesn't need nothing from you, except you want to support to show you're a man. So that's normal. Now, for African women, why are we so timid in our marriage or our relationship? My first example would be, why can't I just get home and just look at my man and just say, you know what, I don't want to say nothing, just push him on the bed and just start to rip off his clothes and pounce on him. He's going to get scared.
Yes.
He's going to think, oh, now I have bad company around. Oh, God knows what they're teaching me.
Her friends
Of
are bad.
course. Yeah.
Now, this same man would say to me, sometimes I want to get crazy. So I want to grab his microphone and play with his microphone. He says, no, the same mouth you kiss my children, blah, blah, blah. But the side chick outside would slap my man and push him, and my man is going to smile. Let me take my hand across his head. He's going to jump up and... So why is it that men love to put their women in a box? Why do they want to keep us timid? Why can't I just look at my man and say, you know what, I just need you to come and lick up all my plates?
You know, and coming to what you're saying too, and that's why a lot of women are now outside. A lot of married women, because that side boy too.
Yeah, I
What
remember.
is it called side boy or side man?
so.
Gigolo. It's called gigolo.
If we, side chick, that means chicken and hen.
Yeah.
We should give them something.
Yeah, so the side man,
Side
the
rat.
side
Side
rat, he will chop your woman good. He will allow your woman to smack him on the head. So men,
Because I remember when I used to work on, I used to work at the barbershop, and of course, you know, come across all these men, and they're always complaining, oh, my wife, you know, she's not free, she's not exposed, she's not, you know, this, so that's why I go out. I'm like, but then why don't you tell her what you want?
Tell her you
Oh,
want to
no,
freaking
no,
bed.
no. My wife, she's this Jesus, she's so religious. She doesn't. I said, but have you spoken to her that you would like this? No, 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 I can't now. You want me to spoil my wife?
Ha.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
So you're keeping your wife and you want to spoil
Other people's children, yes.
Well, this is the general.
No, they want reason to go out.
Thank you.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
One
me-
said
let
that,
me make-
my wife does not, she doesn't like to go out to parties. I said, but was she like that before you married? It's like, yeah, I wanted her to be homely. So why are you complaining now?
That's the one thing it
So the men are
irritates
to
me.
blame. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, like a comment was made to me a couple years back saying that a respected woman will not be outside going to the clubs and all this and that. And it was the individual kind of made as like an indirect comment. So I sat there and said, wait, is he talking about me? Because I like to club. I like to have fun. If my child is asleep and at home with my mom, why is it anybody's business? So far as you don't see...
Okay,
my
you are
child
clubbing alone with your friends or with your husband?
with my friends. I'm not married. I'm single.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know? So... I'm
Baby
there.
stoves are for me. I'm single.
No, because the thing is, you can't say you are married and then you are going to the club with your friends. Me,
Yes,
I
you
don't
can.
support that.
I think
No,
you
no,
can.
No,
Why
because
not?
you see, I will tell you something. Sometimes I go to club, even as a single woman now.
Okay.
When I go to club, I come back hating myself. Ask me why.
Why?
Because I feel at this stage, this age of mine, I'll go to club and a small boy will come and be holding my waist. That is a
So you
disrespect
tell
to
him-
me.
You tell him to move.
Because you went there, tell him to move what?
No.
You disrespected yourself.
will
So
slap
if
him.
me slap him out, but why should you do that? Like, because you have disrespected yourself. I will still preach it, maybe because of my religious background. I don't know. I love to. You don't club, but you don't even club the way I do.
And I dance a lot. And I drink a lot.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of fun as much as I want to. No,
Okay.
no mosquito
Yeah.
or rat born of a woman
will
will
touch
just
your-
go up to me and hold
And
me.
then what if he does that? You slap the
It's
person.
never happened before.
No, I will tell you. Let's say, for example, the person does that, and you just slap the person. They will see you fighting.
It's never happened.
It will happen. Okay, let's say the person will not come and touch your ass. Do you want to tell me nobody has come to you to say, oh, you are beautiful, let me have a dance or something?
Thank you. Keep it
No, man,
moving.
right? That's what I still meant. Yeah, that's where I'm coming. That's where, sweetheart, that's where I'm coming from now. See, you as a big girl, you understand? You want to club with your big girls, your class. Acceptable, fine. Then it will get to a state, like I was telling her, I asked if she was married or not. She said, no, as a single person. As a single person, fine, you can go get your phone. It's to some extent too. You can't be seen going to the club all the time. Nobody will see that decency in you when it's too common. Even you yourself will tell yourself, say, oh, come on, kilo shele. You know, like that. Maybe let me use myself for example now. I don't think anybody here knows how to have or has that passion for fun like the way I do. I love fun 100%. But at the same time, while catching my phone, I also give myself a limit. Because if I don't, people are already saying it. You understand what I mean? They're already saying it. That was because I gave myself. I don't really care what people say about me, though. Me is me. I don't care what people say about me. But sometimes, as human, I still sit in my house and say, especially when I come back from club, maybe drunk, and sleep and wake up the next morning, I'm like,
Headache.
what kind of, I'm not for headache. What kind of life is this? You know, all those kind of nonsense. Somebody actually, small boys will talk to you. You get it? And then you now say, Deborah, respect yourself small now. What's waiting? You will still talk to yourself. No matter what, you tell yourself the truth. So what I'm saying is, okay, as a married woman now, you say you still want to have fun because you are married too. You want to. As a married woman, I will still advise women, you can go with your big girls.
Okay.
Once in a while.
Okay.
I was married now. Somebody actually called my ex used to be the indoor type. He doesn't go clubbing and all those stuff. People would tell him, they saw your wife in the club. Why did you allow your wife go to the club? Say,
Is it their business?
they do that all the time. You know what he will tell them? See, even if he sees this, that's why I like him. I will tell you, he can vouch for me anytime, any day. He will say, Debbie is catching our phone. Okay, me catching my phone as a married woman doesn't mean I should do it regularly. You understand?
Yeah.
But even after catching that phone, I will still come home and feel guilty. Because there is no way you will go to the club where you will not see somebody that will say, will just come from the back as a man and come and throw body for you. You know, you want to push that man, making it, but now you find trouble. You know, I took a picture yesterday. Was it 3 days? I like myself, deliberately went to meet Deep Praise. I put his hand around me. You know what somebody said? This picture is not decent.
So somebody's husband.
You understand? Said this picture is not decent. But I was playing with everybody like, oh, guy, snap, guy. I was catching my phone. But somebody else will see it as, why did you do that?
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but again, I don't think that as a married woman, you cannot go out and have fun or go to the club. Yes, if even for a single person, if it's every weekend, every day you're out, it becomes too much at a certain point in time, right? But as an individual now, if you're going out, whether you're in a relationship or not, you are now accountable for your own actions. If somebody comes up to me while I'm at the club and tries to dance with me, it's up to me to know whether I'm going to dance with this individual or if I'm not going to dance, right? And that's happened to me many times where I'll look and I'm like, thank you, but no thank you. And I'll continue dancing with the girls that I went with, you know?
Yeah, that's
so,
very normal.
again, it's an individual thing. It may be by force.
Who made anybody king or queen over anybody to say, oh, you go out too much? And who are you to say whatever I do is too much? You don't want to do it, good for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's your personal opinion. That's just personal opinion.
Freaking get it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's just what I said. Now it's up to you to know if you are comfortable with it or not.
If I'm a
When you're
social
single.
animal, I want to party all the time. Listen, so I come to the party. I do not depend on none of you to do nothing for me. I buy my stuff, I get out of there. Why would you tell me it's too much? When people, you see, when people come out to advise me, sometimes I stay away from them. Because, first off, when people come and advise you, they don't advise you because they want you to listen.
No.
They think there's an impending doom, so they want to be the ones to tell you. So when it happens, they'll come out and say,
the first,
Did I not tell you? Don't advise me. Advise yourself. You've got a huge plaque in your eyes.
Yeah.
You're trying to take off my spec. Leave my freaking spec. It's a part of my fashion, as a matter of fact.
I just see people, I tell people all the time, see, those people that are used to, like they get used to or they're fond of advising an advisor, sometimes how can you just leave your space? Go to another person's space and start telling another person what to do. Who does that?
Oh my goodness.
So from what both of you have said, like what you said is sometimes you go home and you talk to yourself. So you're the best person to give yourself the advice. I come to a stage in my life when some things happen, I look at myself in the mirror and talk to myself because I know that I should be the best person to give myself advice.
Yes.
But also I come to what you said about we women being timid, a lot of us being timid. So now, because I remember my ex telling my daughter, I was actually even going out with my daughter to a party a friend was organizing. I needed a partner and I told my daughter, let's go together. She was above 18. And then my ex called and she was like, oh, I'm going out with mom. And my daughter didn't, he said, where are you guys going to? And my daughter said, we're going to a jam. And then my ex said to her, almost 40, still going to a club or a jam. Meanwhile, my ex is 11 years older than me, and he has VIP pass in the club. So, like,
It's okay for him.
It's always okay for the men. Can you imagine that?
I'm not really a club person. I go, I spend 2 hours, and I leave because I'm not really a night person.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't tell
Me, I'll go.
that I'm almost 40 and I'm going to the club. Meanwhile, you have VIP pass there.
Yeah, there's this
Men always want to make us feel small.
Yes.
Always. Why their biggest insult for us is, oh, you're a prostitute. Oh, shit.
That's me.
all
Oh
they
God,
can
I
say.
hate it so much.
Let me tell you
so
very
much.
sad story that I know about. So this guy, he lives in Maryland in America. He's a pilot. Man, he's in like his late 40s. And the family were like, oh, we're not happy with the white woman you're married to in America. We don't recognize her as our wife because she never comes home. She doesn't even talk to us. It's just you and her. Marry somebody here, blah, 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 blah. It was so much pressure And finally, the guy's cousin introduced the guy to her friend in school. They were both in Uniband. And they were talking and talking for like a year. And the guy finally said, okay, I'm coming home to meet you. The girl now goes on her internet and searches for all the porn in the world.
Oh my
learning what to do to her man.
Satisfying him.
And then the man gets here and they were together for 2 weeks. This girl serving him back to back, different styles, not repeating it just like was the girl that cooked something back. She cooked all 250 dishes, not repeating
even 400 dishes they wrote.
So that was what this girl did. And when the guy went back, after kissing her saying I love you, he called and said to her, I can't. Where did you learn all that from? No, I can't marry a prostitute.
You see?
Now, she wasn't like that. Yeah. She only felt, okay, let me learn things to hold my man.
But first, I want to ask you, you see this porn thing, we used to call it blue film those days. Yeah. People like to look at blue film. I don't know how you people feel about it.
It irritates me.
Jesus.
It's a turn off for me.
It's a big turn off for me. Like, what nonsense are they doing?
Yeah. Once I see
because
I am not a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I do love it. Some of them, when you see the girl with like 15 men, oh my goodness.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying now. What is the love it about it there? Okay, now, one person going, carrying sperm, pouring at the face, going bang, bang, bang. Really, I don't see anything interesting there. First, the only thing I can see interesting, just like you said, we can't be hypocrite. What I will say in porn that I love is when the man goes there to lick. That is the only thing that I like to see. Lick it. Let me see how you open it and lick it.
So that means you also watch it.
Yeah, I do. No. What I'm saying is, yeah. But it really irritates me. You will see they go only one thing, bam, 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 only something that expand in the face, woman. So tell me, what do you guys enjoy there?
I was saying this.
I don't watch it.
What you are watching there?
Yeah, send me side of the correct ones that I want. Those ones that when we be hearing the sound, they know, Send to me.
Why I don't like our men folk, the black men. You know, the truth is, do you know that
Avi?
85% of black women don't even know what orgasm is?
Yes.
My dear, number one.
Number two.
Yes.
And I'm sure nobody's listening.
Because of our black men.
I experience of it.
Every day.
It took a while.
Once?
No, Sarah. Well, with the man I'm with now.
Oh, okay.
But at least you were already like over 20.
Before I didn't know.
You were like over 20 before you
I
experienced
was over 30.
I will not lie. Number one.
Yeah.
No, I was over 30.
You're right.
I didn't
Most people
even
never
know.
in their lifetime
What
even
you
experience
African
it.
Yeah, I didn't know.
What you come, you know, they just come to you like already they have their whatever in there. I mean, first off, a woman's body there's a way it's wired and created by God. It is the answer to any man's question. It means when a man sees a naked body, he's supposed to be attentive. It's a natural thing. So when that happens, it's easy for him to go in and come back. But how about the
woman?
Yes.
So
there's stimulating
something called
stuff.
squirting. Some ladies don't even know what it is.
that was, you never even achieve orgasm. You define squatting.
Yeah.
That one is even the worst.
That one is hard.
And then this men are going
Very hard.
and say how they're the head of the family and the man. When I talk, shut up.
Which
You
one?
shut
never,
up.
you never treated my stuff good.
But at the same time, what I see in all this, please, because it's part of learning here, right? I believe even if you don't experience your orgasm, there is this feeling you get, right, to the top. I don't know if it is, but I don't think it is orgasm because it is different. Because I know when I am on my own, I know that certain feeling. Yeah. But I only want to encourage myself that I am sleeping with somebody I love, I like, so I enjoy it because it's someone I like, right?
No, I don't.
And then
because you are in control of how you want it to go, it makes you feel better still.
you think so? In control of how I want it to go. now. Because I cannot tell the man, oh, this is where I want you to do.
Oh,
this. You get it?
Man. I thought you were saying you use toy.
No. I'm not talking about toys now. I'm talking about my man now.
Okay.
I said because I'm saying two different things now.
Okay.
I sleep with my man. I try to tell myself I am really enjoying it. Because I like him. I like the way he touches me. I like the way he does everything. And I get to one stage. But is that really the kind of orgasm we're talking about?
What stage are you talking about? Is it when you want to pull off your hair, when you want to go off the roof?
That one is the other back room. That back room. You know?
I don't understand.
Which back room?
Okay, let's come forward.
You
see, orgasm, like I said, I'm number one. I don't get it when I don't.
So maybe the person needs to do more.
Yeah. And then I just mentioned it that I cannot tell my man that, do more. Because that one has already come. He cannot do more. So, sometimes somebody tells you, but tell him where to touch or what to do to come. And as an African woman, I cannot say.
That's the problem.
You don't even know where.
Yeah. You have to.
Me? You know me? You mean me?
Explore.
That's what I'm saying. You mean if I don't know where? I don't know where now they come myself.
Okay, wait.
I know.
That's
I guess so.
That's the back door.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's the woman I'm saying for myself. I know.
What if the woman doesn't
Oh, you are talking about another woman.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, to find.
No, you have to also know when you're reaching.
No.
Yeah, you have to. No, you have to know where you are on this man.
Yeah.
You're reaching peak. A lot of women, they have to be on the man. So when they are whining, they know where they are hitting to get to the peak.
peak.
I have to know my own body.
Yeah, that's why I said me too. I know mine. But I can't tell the man. But I can't tell the man that do this for me to get to that peak. That's my problem.
Now the man will study you. It's me that knows when I am.
They are not studying anything. They are just concerned about themselves to come and go.
But you reach orgasm. That's how you go.
Exactly.
But now my man knows. No, but my man knows where to go for me to reach the peak. He knows when I would reach the peak.
You're a lucky bitch.
Very lucky. Don't talk about this your man too much because I will come and snatch me. You don't have to talk about because this one that you are reaching orgasm once every minute. So I will come and snatch you.
Because as she's saying, some
you can enjoy, but don't take it away from me.
After my 30s, what I thought was an orgasm was not an orgasm.
That's what exactly my point.
The person who thought they gave me my first orgasm, now I'm like, no, boo-boo, it wasn't you. So when I squirted for the first time, I was like, oh, this is the waterfall that so and so.
No, so now you're making a mistake. Orgasm is different from squatting.
Oh, when you guys have a waterfall, you guys will understand. I said, waterfall, what's that? And it's like, don't worry, when you get there, you'll see. In my 20s, I don't know what this waterfall is. After 30, I was like, oh.
Okay, so now
this waterfall is difficult. This waterfall is difficult, because this question is it to pee or is it a kind of water?
No, it's another water.
Okay, it's not pee.
It's another water.
It's not pee. As in the pees come out. I remember I live in sweating.
They walk hand in hand. Yeah.
Except that, okay.
Yeah, they walk hand in hand.
Yeah, I remember once.
That is coming. Actually, for it to give you that sensation, you have to leave your body.
Yeah.
For it to come.
Part of leaving your body
make you realize.
So you too, you
want the pee or whatever is coming.
Yes.
So is the sensation passing through
passing.
that roller?
Yeah.
And then you
So
feel your
that's
toes
another
curl.
thing. That's another thing.
Your eyes
We
roll
can't leave
back.
it all to
really?
the man.
Yeah.
You can't leave it all to the man. You can't
Because
leave
to the man.
Okay, imagine.
But
now, if I'm
also,
about to
both
make
of you
love-
have
But
to be
if I
willing
demand-
to explore each other's body.
Exactly.
Yes.
But
Because
my
when
man
you're
is saying
exploring
if
your
I
body,
don't
it's
get
not
that
because it's your man.
sweating, I don't get that
guys,
thing, but I still really
listen,
enjoy it
listen.
with my man. Is
Can
that
I
not
just say
enough?
something? If I'm about
Yes,
to make
that's
love
good for you.
If I'm about to make love and I say, hey, this my bill is coming, the man is going, oh, this thing is happening.
It will
My
never
body is
happen.
not relaxed. The man may be trying, but my own body is not relaxed.
Yeah.
So you too, you have to be relaxed.
Yeah.
You have to say, I beg, let me just
Be in
enjoy.
the moment.
Yeah, that happens when my kids are in the next room.
Exactly.
That happens when my kids are in the next room and the man wants to go, I will be like,
So you're talking about occasionally.
No, what I'm saying, not occasionally, what I'm saying too is that we can't put the onions all on the man, that the man did not make us come. It's two things. We have to know
Okay, which
where
you?
you hit me. Because when you hit me, I say, baby, that's the place, continue.
Yeah.
We have to know, the man is just doing his job. He doesn't know where he's hitting you for you to know that that's when you're coming. And the man will help you come. That's one. Number two, love making, you have to relax as a woman, because if your mind is all over the place,
it will not work. No.
So I don't want us to blame the men only.
No, we're not blaming.
As long as a man gives us the free will, not like our timid some African men, 80% of our African men.
I am going back to blaming the men. BTB, blame the men.
Okay.
See, you don't get it. So, my body from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet is meant to be adored by my man. So it means you have to explore every part of my body to know the ones that are sensitive and the ones that are responding to stimuli.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't do that, would it be another man that would help me discover myself?
I wonder.
If you're my man, please discover me with me.
It comes back to the same thing I'm saying, Miss Eunice. My breast, once you start sucking my breast, I'm going to go in. But if I'm upset, if I'm thinking of something, when you suck my breast, I beg. How would the man do it?
No. Listen, even if you are pretending, the nipples won't get hard. And once you put his man, the nipples inside, he knows your body is responding to stimuli. And your nipple is still hard, it's still going to go there and penetrate. You still will not come. This motherfucker will come and walk away. What happens to me?
Yeah, well, we just find a lot of men are more selfish.
Simple.
And a lot of women need to start speaking out more.
And
not
they need to
maybe on that aspect, on that part, I want it. A lot of women should start speaking out, because I should learn from that. Me, I don't know how to speak out.
I need African women, you know. Yes.
We're rounding up, guys.
I need African women. If what makes you come is your husband putting his finger, grab that hand, it belongs to you. Put it there. And if he says no, make him know that is what you want. He's going to fight you and want to make you look small. He wants to call you, he wants you on the end. Let him always move up in jail. I said that for like bullshit. Aranye belongs to him. Or just what is up where I do to the focus. Me pay Ogbe Latori. They say, for those that don't understand what I'm speaking Yoruba language from Nigeria. My point is, the moment he said to you, I do love you, he loves every part of you. Why can't you not play with me? Some men will say, the mouth that I use in praising God.
Why should I?
God created that woman for you and said, whoever finds a wife finds a good thing, motherfucker.
And obtains favor from the Lord.
And obtains favor from the Lord.
Now civilization turned into this. So the Bible, like, it is not even a decent way of making love now. Bringing the mouth down there. Mouth where they take they pray.
You're lying.
Mouth where they take they pray. Why are you bringing it down there?
Where in the Bible
it doesn't say it in the Bible that you
it's not in the Bible, but our forefathers weren't doing that now. We should be decent.
So you don't like a man to go down?
They were.
I like a man to go down, but some men will tell you they cannot go down because of their mouth.
That's not my fantasy.
Hold on.
You don't like a man to go down?
See, if a man goes down, he tries to have a limit. A man goes down, be chopping. It irritates him.
Me and you are in it together. That's not my fantasy.
So, my mom and dad see this. Uncle Solomon in the Bible, who used to be the biggest king ever, met an African woman from Ethiopia, the Queen of Sheba. And after that woman, he was never normal again.
African woman.
Married 300 wives, over 700 concubines, none stands the Queen of Sheba, because she taught him what he never knew.
Carry microphone.
What he was looking for, he found.
The king saw himself peeing and pooing and convulsing at the same time. He couldn't believe that his body could that be sensational. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's
the body is not just eat. Get up. There's something. See, people die of things that you'll be shocked that sex is also attributed to it. Men now at the age of 50, they're coming up with prostate cancer. Why? Because they don't have enough sex. Women are also coming up with some things we do not know. Maybe in the future we realize that's why we're dying at 80.
I heard cervical too. That's part of the. I heard it.
We should freaking have. You should always come. It lubricates whatever engine you have in there. So for 50 years.
I beg then, I hope you guys are hearing this. Please always, please try. Make your babes come and your wives
Don't you
and
think
your.
there's something wrong with you internally too? Because your body is supposed to function in a way that it's supposed to secrete some whatever it secretes out of the body for you to do some things in the body.
Hey.
Okay, so I want something clear. Miss Eunice, when you said come, you kind of raised your hand like you have on both of you, but you're talking like you've come several times.
I'm a comer. But
Did you guys understand? Because she raised her hand.
Yes.
Because
Because I think she was
raised her
saying
hand.
like, no, because
she's-
I've been in a marriage, I've been in a relationship, I've been in a whole plentiful
Where you never-
relationships. I've
where
got a child,
you
I've
never-
met
yeah.
men that I've never had
Had
that
it. Yeah, that's why I
sensation
did
before.
that too.
So because
That's why I
it
did that
happened
too.
with 1 or 2 or 3 of them, okay, out of 6,000 men, just so in case you know, that I've been with, only 4.
What's your body count?
6,000.
Hey!
My point is, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
A lot of women have never experienced
Experienced it.
coming before
Yeah.
because the men bully us to a box.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be this way. What do you mean? When you say, oh God, come on, man. I'll show Jenny, is it food? Come on,
Yeah.
going from here, Onishekushe.
That's why I'm not
not
getting
good.
Nigerian man. I don't even have.
And then we are always
At the back.
At the receiving end of
receiving
that.
end.
Yeah, because once they come, it's
Yeah.
done.
And it's not easy for an African woman to say, "Oh my God, I'm horny. I'm sure I'm gonna grind the shit out of my husband." You can't say it,
Say
even
that.
if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you will not achieve
why
it.
are
The
we
man might
still
not even be in
feeling-
that mood, you know, and then
If
you are
you're
in
not
the mood.
he will still.
Oh, he will tell you, yeah, turn here, turn here. When
Don't
you turn
worry,
here,
you can
turn
lie
here.
down,
He
I'll
go
do
lie
it.
down, lie
I'll
down.
do
Oh,
the
you
work.
go, Igbos,
And
goes.
that's it. And he goes to sleep.
On this issue, or rather on this topic, you know, it's a topic I find very passionate. If your husband isn't doing it, you got to force him to do it. He's got to learn that you're a human being with needs,
Yes.
desires, and needs. You got to force him. And if he's not going to do it, then there's no need being together. Because eventually, some guy is going to do it out there, and you're going to be seeing the guy sneak to see the guy, and then you're going to come back home pretending like.
And then the children will not be dying one after the other, because now let's go back to number 1 now. After the children will not be dying one after the other because of this thing. Uncle, husbands, please, satisfy your wife,
They're the ones at fault here.
Yeah.
If you don't do it right, the woman will eventually get it from outside.
Can you imagine?
And do you know if a woman ever experiences orgasm, she can never go back?
Yeah, of course.
This feeling, look
Of
at my
course.
eyes.
No, what do you
the
mean?
feeling
Never
is
go back.
Yeah, because wherever you experience your orgasm from, that's where you keep going back
Of
to.
course, of
Yeah.
course, of course,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
And until you get it, like, you're not satisfied.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You
know.
want
That's
feeling
that's
to
a
come.
bit of the
Even
downfall.
sitting in the school, sitting
One
anywhere,
second.
you just be remembering that experience.
That's
And your
one
body
of
will
the
just
downfall.
shock
like
like
this.
this.
You go like
You have
this.
butterflies.
Exactly. Anywhere you are, you just remember
you are
that
even-
thing.
You are even
Ah,
imagining
you
sitting
just
on
go
the
like
guy.
this. Exactly
Even
now.
you'll be driving, you do
But
like this.
yes, that shock, that shock.
So that means you've experienced it. Why
Oh.
you not say you have it?
No. I said just like what she said. When we were still.
funny, and then he looks at it, and you see the very beautiful girlfriend, and the guy goes like, "Are you mad?" He goes, "I'm sorry." You know,
He's
motherfucker.
giving it to
Don't
her.
go. You don't go. You don't
That's
say
it.
okay. That's true.
Yeah.
No, when you were asking me that I've not experienced it, no, I was talking about my life, like as a married woman, as a, you know.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I have not had a correct guy when he.
I give it well.
When the head.
When you want to pull your hair, come off for your head.
That's it.
When
Not
you
because I
want
never
to
experienced
come
that.
off for you.
But
That's
it's not
the
something.
beginning.
That's the beginning.
But I find that
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
No.
blue film, right?
When
We
you
call it
never
blue
piss,
film.
piss, sweat. You never sweat.
One day I see peace and they peace for body. Now I
Ah,
say,
that is sweat
now
now.
I see peace. I'm sure me won't catch me. Say, as this small peace come out, tomorrow peace they come my body. Where I say, I be not peace for
Now
body.
you sweat. So you see that guy, he's supposed to worship her. I heard one woman.
I say, I be not peace for body. Wetin dey happen?
I heard one
Go
woman.
back to that one.
Go back to that one.
Yeah.
I heard one woman saying that, listen, don't count any man that did not make you reach your peak as an ex. When you see a man that did not make you reach to your peak, when you see him, you just bone your face. Even if you're saying hi, waiting concern me and you. But a man that has made you reach your peak, if you are still with your husband, how are you?
Do you know that? A woman's private part. I'm not sure. I think 6 months or 5 months, it rejuvenates, which means the cell regrows. So
Yeah,
it
and
means
gets
if I
tightens
had
back.
sex with you a year ago, that was my old
Self.
coochie.
Oh, really? So you will
Another
remember
one
that
grew.
orgasm?
Another one is
No,
there.
it's not about
No, not
memory.
about the orgasm.
Don't you for a second
Don't
think
you
you
want
had
to?
anything to do with me 6 months after. That was me 6 months ago, and that died. So I'm carrying a new one now. So the one I'm carrying now, you've never tasted it before.
That's what's up.
It's
Ouch.
true. You think you've tasted it No, you tested the one
The
I
old one.
produced
The old
6 months
one.
ago. That one is dead now. This is a new one.
Problem.
So don't go thinking because we had something last year, it's not the same.
It's not
I've
the-
grown 2 new ones.
I'm back to being a virgin.
Even my own, maybe the day I like you, I say, oh, God, let's play. Tomorrow you come with, you say you don't play. You say you don't get girlfriend. Oh, I have a girlfriend. Tomorrow you come and say, Debbie, hi. I say, what? Do I know you? Are you crazy? Do I know you?
The only reason why you do that would be because
He did not satisfy. No, I don't want to be associated to him. Even if I got my satisfaction, I just did what I did that night just to be. No, don't come next day and do as if you are kind of familiar with me. No, seriously, I'm telling you. I did one night stand with you. Don't come in the public and come to show that you know me or you are familiar with me. I will bullshit the hell out of your life. What is that?
Problem.
How would you feel if reverse were to be the
No problem. That is the reason why I tell women when they say, "Oh, he used me for 3 years. I dated him." That's stupidity, man. He dated me for 3 years. He just saved my life. Are you crazy? For me to sleep with a man and I will now come back and say he used me. Are you for what? Maybe those are for chicken ladies, chicken girls seeking for help me.
You used me for 3 years. You dated him for 3 years.
No, it doesn't matter. What is 3 years? Me, independent woman, I'll come say one man dates me for 3 years, say you use me. I use the man. I am the one that used the man. If I can stay with you for 2 years, 3 years, I fucking use you.
Debbie, sometimes, right, let's be factual.
Yeah.
If you vested your interest for 2 years, 3 years with a man.
That's if you want to be married.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a difference. That's if you want a serious relationship, my dear. Okay, I talk about myself. I don't talk about somebody. I don't know you. I don't know what is in you. I don't know what is in you.
You were not in a relationship from what you're
You
saying.
already know that I don't do relationship.
Good. That's what
This is what I'm saying. Because I know me.
You meet somebody. And you thought it was just...
I will still say it. I am not ready for it. I will still say it again and again and again for people to know. Yes.
So, but what I'm telling
That's
you...
why anything I say for myself. I don't say for somebody else.
That girl that said he used me for 3 years is different from your own statement.
Maybe the girl was expecting marriage.
Yes.
That's it.
So she has right.
So for me, for me,
that.
no man can say, even that girl that says used for a man for 3 years, you stayed with a man for 3 years. Are you blind? Can't you see that man is not even ready to marry you and you think the man will marry you?
Sometimes you know.
Debbie,
You will not know.
Sometimes they won't.
Sometimes
I don't know how some women are, shall. For like me.
You know what? So it might not even be preempted or premeditated. Maybe the guy has the intention to marry her.
Something came up and then he withdrew. Then you should know. My husband, we dated for how many months? How many months? Right there we knew we were going to get married. Because the relationship was a kind of relationship that cannot be, you will know we are getting married. But when you are dating a man, you are struggling, you are fighting side chick, you are fighting other girlfriends. Man, come out mind for there, enjoy your life, go mother man, enjoy, let anyone, if you are a married type. Okay, like me now, 51-year-old woman. You look me finish. You said that me won't get relationship, or that me won't marry. I've prayed to God. I will be married at the age of from 56, 57, 58, and 59, 60. That's when I want to tell my God I want to be married.
You have a cheap price.
Do you understand? No problem. You understand? But now makes one man come say, well, we had fun and everything. Oh, we went out, he takes me out and we started, maybe he called me with the laugh. You know all this kind of laughing thing. Now you saw it some time ago.
And God will deliver you. Because I've seen her in love before.
I am so sweet,
and she was
sweet.
like this.
No, that was when I decided, like, okay, let me get married. That one is a different situation.
Told me so many things.
But when that's when I decided I got married. That's why we did men are shit, man. If for the year I'm like, shit, big shit, man. Okay, that one I decided. People came in, okay, Debbie, it might be this time. Okay, get married. I decided to get married. And I changed a lot of things in my life. I stopped smoking. I stopped a lot of things.
Yeah. And I was there, she was on the phone. She was like,
and the end of the day, we found out lies in the relationship. And at this age, I can't go into a relationship with lies in between, right? So it's always easy for me to throw. You see me? Ejika. I'll throw it. So that's I thank God for that kind of life He has given to me. So yes, moving forward, my dear, what I would say is relationship, whether one man you use me, use me, or like I said, I sleep with a man that I like, because really, okay, let's do this for club, for example. I go club, I don't go dance. I just like, and this guy really make me, oh, come follow me, go house. Follow me, go out, we do the thing, we fine, you good. But when I wake up, usually when I wake up the next day, I always feel regret.
You became sober.
Yeah, I always feel regret. He's a fine guy, a good guy.
Always,
When
yeah.
you find out that when the guy is not the guy I'm dating, you get it.
So what if he's a very cool guy and he likes
no matter what, no matter what. Maybe later the guy, I would just like we said. Maybe if I remember, I said the love is shocking. That kind of shocking love, I can give him chance. But if there is one person already there is no way I can give anybody chance because I can't date two men at the same time. Yeah, but I can do one night stand while dating, but I can't date two men at the same time. So what I'm saying here is, when that man sees me, when I don't do finish, you see me, they won't call it do familiar. Oguki your papa. Oguki your papa, where I know you before. You understand that kind of thing, please.
You deny Jesus.
Hopefully you let him know.
We've been at the receiving end for years.
How do you know? You see, we've been at the that's why I tell we ladies to wake up. Don't let the men feel they've done this to you and you are down there. Oh, I'm depressed. Yes, we are emotionally, yes. Emotionally, yes, we have it. But come out and say, man, push it. Now, right there, even me, I will go. Your best friend is who I will target. If you do me, you try to do me, I will target your best friend and I will do it right under your nose there to see. That's just, I don't know about that women, man. No man fucks with me. That's what I said. Regret later, like, do you want to get married and say regret later?
No, because we women were wired differently. A man can have sex with 10 women in this room and still walk in the room like I don't care.
Okay.
We women are not wired like that.
We are not.
The woman takes off her clothes and lets you
emotionally
have
attached.
carnal knowledge of her. She kind of says
but you can regret it when a man dumps you and then you find another interesting man beside that your man. Man, go for it. Let that man know that you are not just somebody you can dump. Like you can treat like that. You too, you can wake up. But some women, when they dump them, that's where you don't see them with makeup. They don't dress well. They feel, man, no. Let these women wake up. Let them feel that.
Well, I won't suggest you go for his friend.
No,
but
because no.
do get up and live your best life. Yeah,
go for anybody, but live your best life.
Yeah.
Live your best life.
Is too short.
Maybe because all my life I've
not support going for his friend. Maybe go for his father.
Thank you. God bless you.
If you break my heart, I go date your father.
Whatever that we hit him hard.
Whatever is worth doing.
It's worth doing good. What are you saying?
It would make sense with his friend. It would look like, oh, baby, you've always liked my friend.
Red.
But for you to make your revenge, you
be your stepmother.
The father has to be an odogu dasher. It can't be one that is
not be one that die tomorrow.
You go there for the father's wealth. You only went there to make a statement.
Yeah, to retaliate.
So the whole thing is just to do this to the father so he feels the same pain you felt.
Me, the man will always, because he don't feel any man when he try to think, say, won't put pain in me. Hey, even if I will be crying in my house, but when I will come outside, when I will come outside.
Oh, man. Okay, last words, y'all. Last words.
For all my African women out there, listen to me. First off, I said something earlier. I don't know if you guys caught it or not. Every 5 or 6 months, your private part, the cells inside, they die, and then you recreate a new one. So, because a guy broke up with you 1 year ago, I want you to know this today. What that guy enjoyed 1 year ago is gone. You're carrying a new coochie right now. So he doesn't even know what this coochie feels like.
How slimy it is.
How he responds.
Hey! Fire!
He's not your ex.
You don't know him.
You don't know him. Even your body don't know him no more. And because, whatever you're going through, you should not look 100% what you're going through. Because we all go through, every day we go through. There's a new song I like. It says, I thank you for sunshine. I thank you for rain. I thank you for pain. Oftentimes, you don't know pain is also a part of what makes us stronger and better.
That's true.
And if you're a woman, you're timid, stop being timid.
Stop being timid,
please. You want to
please.
be on top, tell your man, I want to be on top. And if you're that lazy woman that don't like being on top, I think it's time you take charge of your game. Sometimes be on top, surprise your man.
You come on when you're on
For
top.
those with very painful menstrual cramps like me, sorry about that. I don't think there's anything you can do about it.
Because of the cramp, I can't be on top for more than 2 minutes. No, the top is fine, the beginning. But when your man wants you to stay on top for more than expected time, you know, are you crazy? Are you punished? What is this? This is punishment. This is no more sex. Man, turn. Is that me go even push herself? Go, come on, turn like this. What's wrong with you?
What are your last words? This is one.
My last word is that for a 51-year-old woman like me, I can't stay on top for too long. And then when you carry my leg like this, a cramp will hold me and I will lose my orgasm. So what is it? You people be careful. Up to you. Give your last word.
To all my ladies out
that
there.
are always on top that last that long. When you see them, you already know. When you see their leg,
Their leg,
I know, motherfucker,
like,
don't come near my
muscle.
man. I already know you.
Muscle will stand like this. Are you crazy?
Never come around my house.
Did you guys see my legs?
Because of the exercise.
You would know when the leg is disbalanced and
No problem. She still has the power. Cramp, the cramp. Go beside my bed. You will see cramp medicine there. when the thing will begin, they do queen. I don't throw one for mouth. Nobody you can't spoil my sex. I defy orgasm. You won't come destroy my orgasm for me. I won't even squirt now. I don't see squirt.
So my last was, like I said in the beginning, for me, menstrual cycle was a royal thing. I was treated like royalty. So I always own it up when I'm on it. And then for those who haven't tested orgasm or squatting, try to be on top. And if you can't stay too long on top, start exercising, like do your squats. That helps to build your lower legs and your muscles. And then you start,
And squatting also helps your coochies become smaller.
You see.
And then those that have their coochies coming out, because when you have kids, some people suddenly whatever comes out, so they recommend you do Kegel exercise. So that's what it is. So when you keep squatting, even if it's as wide as the ocean, it can become as small as the water skull.
It's a big deal for a woman to make a man come when she's on top. So try it. Practice.
Don't worry, they are always making them come. Even though they to go inside they don't come.
It's harder when a woman is on top to make the man come. You
okay. Yes, I believe you.
For the man to come.
No. What I'm trying to get is when the woman is on top, it doesn't make the man come. They are holding it. So that's why they don't want you to leave. They want you to stay there so that they don't go and come on time.
But it takes a lot of leg work.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm saying I cannot do it. So if the man wants to kukuma, you've got the legs. I beg if the man wants to kukuma come in 1 minute, turn over and come and let me day my day.
Oh my God.
I can't shout.
It's been an eventful again from beginning. Painful cramps, it's not fun.
No, it's not
just
fun.
A little maybe I shouldn't say that, but yeah, painful cramps is not fun. We all have to find our ways to deal with it. My heart goes out to all the females out there who are like myself.
It's me too.
Yeah, so moving on to being able to have that orgasm squirt. If you haven't experienced it, you're not the only one. There are many others. Some of us found out later on in life, so there's still room. You may need to explore yourself to see what needs to be done. Then you can teach your man. And if your man is not willing to learn, slap him up. He must learn.
He must learn.
So, I'm going to leave it there. We love you. I love you all. Let's have fun.
Hey, thank you. We are at the end of episode 5. Yes, like everyone I've said, ladies, wake up. You need to make yourself happy in the bedroom. It's not just for your man alone. God has made us beautiful for a reason. And it's not for us to be servants in bedrooms, but also to be served.
Yeah.
So speak out, because it's very important to speak up. And in regards to, us having our menstruation, let's not be shy about it. Let's not be ashamed about it. You were wow. I think I'm definitely going to be taking
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
your experience because I don't think I've ever heard that side of an
Yeah,
experience
it's a
like that
girl
you
too,
experienced.
yeah.
My dad did it the
I've never
traditional
heard
way,
it.
but I do it the Christian way with my children. I don't
And that is also if these modern children will come and tell you, mommy, I'm
know. They
seeing
told me
it."
my three
No, I
three
think
daughters.
I'm surprised yours didn't because I believe when you do have that relationship with them,
Me and my daughter,
they should be able to
we
speak.
were like this. I just felt she.
Maybe she was shy.
Shy, maybe.
No. I just felt she
already
felt
knew
she's
how
all
to do
as
it
a big girl because my daughter was she's like me, right? Everywhere like me. She started early. She started making money early. Started being like a big girl early. She started being independent early.
So she didn't start when she was like 9,
So she
10.
did. No. I
Okay.
believe maybe she started when at the same time
Time
like me.
about
She didn't
you.
start on
Okay,
time.
that's
yeah.
understandable.
Maybe.
Well, I'll ask you
Yeah.
guys later because 16 years, were your parents worried? Did they take you to the hospital?
Don't worry anything. Mostly when the person is like a tomboy, that like she said, like me, I was an athlete, right? I serious man. I was like a boy. So probably all those things
I think
affected us.
nowadays though it's becoming younger.
My daughter,
the
my
girls
last
are
one
getting
started
Oh,
at
they
10.
get it
yeah,
early.
10.
It's just
Yeah.
different
Yeah,
for
my last one
different
started
people.
at 10.
Well, I believe now most are starting at 10.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
so. I felt
Yeah,
so
a lot of
sorry for her.
a lot of young girls now are starting at 10.
I
Jeez.
think in this part of the world they start early.
Early.
In Africa, I don't think they start that early. So I'm still like 15, 16, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous.
My daughter started at 10. I was so
My own
worried
daughter,
for
she
her.
was
I felt
already
so
a big
sorry.
girl when I think so. She handled everything well,
Everything well.
nicely, and
So we just want to say thank you so much, Miss Eunice, Mambo.
thank you.
I
Thanks
told
for
you guys she was
coming.
gonna come and she's gonna bring it. Yes.
Before I go, listen, people. My name is Eunice Mambo. My father is a pastor. I love God's word. I obey His word. I love Jesus because He came to die for us.
Nice one.
Why I'm saying this is oftentimes brothers in the church, you think there's some things Jesus is going to frown at it or God is going to, He's not going to frown at you loving your wife and treating your wife rightly. Kiss her, hold her, know what she loves. I can't explain this enough. But nothing is a sin when it's with your wife. Try and explore her body. It has nothing to do with your relationship with God or Jesus.
Exactly.
If you can't handle your relationship with your wife, how are you handling your relationship with God and Jesus who you do not see? That's your God and Jesus. Your wife is your God and your Jesus. How you appreciate her is like a burnt offering. It goes straight up. If God says, whoever finds a wife finds a good thing and obtaineth favor from God,
Yeah.
it means that's your completion.
Listen up, guys.
Please, treat your wife with love. I love
Thank you so much. Oh my God, Miss Eunice, you're the best.
Yes, guys. So don't forget to follow, to listen, to leave a comment. We guys want to hear your own, experiences. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to know more about, your side
Especially
of the
those
story.
of you that don't agree with some of us here.
Yeah.
Our Instagram is Cruiseman Podcast, and you can also please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave your comments, put your likes. You want to see us continue, talking. I know a lot of you are learning from us. You can pick one or two things. You don't have to agree to everything.
Yes, that's very true. So again, leave your comments. If you want to be a guest on the show, sponsorship, everything can be found on Cruiseman Podcast. And we just want to hear what you have to say and come join us. Have fun with us.
Yes, so, and don't forget to follow, like, subscribe to Cruiseman Podcast. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify is there. Even the other one they call Google, Apple, everything you'll find us. You will not miss us.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Oh, sex. Good.